A gente vai ter uma criança aqui.
Então, cara, tem que fazer, tem que fazer. Nossa, muito bom.
Alô, alô.
Porra, ela é automático.
Bom, chegou o hambúrguer, você serve pra galera aí, tá? Vou começar ali já. Good night, everyone. Everyone ready to start? Yeah? We are just preparing the live stream. We are putting an AI camera here. Just came a new camera here. So we're trying live stream here today. So welcome to Founder Village. I'm seeing a lot of new faces here. Who is the first time here on Founder House? Yeah. You, Elodie, you second time, right? Yeah, I remember. So welcome. Today is the prompt nights. So whoever participated, the idea here is that we bring some cases. We have a specialist here, Danilo Brizola, that's founder of Zonome Labs, and also is partner of Windsurf in Brazil, official partner. So we had some. This is the 16th edition of Prompt Nights. We have like one each month here, and we brought some rapid cases. Rapid is another AI tool. Some cursor cases. So the idea here is to bring some cases for people to also practice, but the better is to exchange ideas. So I suppose that everyone is practicing on AI, maybe ChatGPT or on other tools. What makes this event richer is the exchange of information. So we have founders here, we have developers, we have beginners, we have just enthusiasts. So the idea is to put hands on and to exchange ideas, okay? So if you want to, I don't know if you are on the WhatsApp group, but we have a community on WhatsApp that we exchange some information, and also you share the next events of Founder House. So yeah. Yes, so welcome to Founder Village. This place here that you are is Founder House, but it's inside Founder Village that we are just building. We have 2 years of Founder House here. And as this event that you are participating, we have one event, like more than one event a week. And in 2 years of Founder House that we are building this Founder Village, we hosted more than 100 immersions here, events. We have immersions that is hackathons, immersions for a week, or a month. So a lot of different communities come together here to join together and to create some solutions, to participate in networking events. That's a lot of different events that happens here. Also, you can see some things of NASA here. We are very enthusiasts of space tech. And also, in the last year, we host the hackathon of NASA that happens every year. It's the biggest, one of the biggest hackathons of the world. And out of 10,000 teams, there's 10 categories of winners, and one of the categories we won from Founder House. The team from Founder House won the local impact category. So here the crew was on the headquarters of NASA. I wasn't there, but really cool to see Brazilians and other people together going to NASA to receive this prize. And also, between all these events, a lot of interesting things happen here. Also, we just put on Founder Desk, that is one of the initiatives of Founder Village. We put this AI cluster here. So a company of a guy that is exploring some solutions to put programming languages on LLMs. He's exploring parallel processing with machine clusters to make the process more efficient. So the idea here is to not depend on that clusters that OpenAI or another big tech companies has a lot of money, a lot of chips. He's trying, like DeepSeek, do you remember DeepSeek, the Chinese company, to do the same effect. So with parallel computing, small infrastructure to have more efficient running on LLMs. So this cluster is installed here, like 1 kilometer distant from here. And also, this t-shirt that I'm using, it was an immersion that we hosted here on Founder House. That was a 1 month immersion with blockchain and AI people. It's called Pop-Up City. The idea is to put some people together in an immersion, like for example 1 month, and to imagine cities of the future with blockchain AI. So how the government, how the laws, how the judges, how this can be reimagined, the structure of a government can be reimagined with technology, with blockchain, with AI. So we hosted this. The first pop-up city of Brazil was in Florianopolis and was here at Founder House. And also we have immersions that I said, and here beyond the tech and the startup and develop solutions, the idea is to be in a cool place, in a cool environment, near from the beach. We have also the ice tub here on the rooftop, the sauna here also. So the idea is to create this environment for people to build solutions for the world in a different environment. Yeah, so the idea we found Founder Village is to build this environment for different kind of peoples, to come together. And we have this kind of person that joined here. None of them is here today, but we glad that we have a lot of these people coming to Florianopolis. That's why we are building Founder Village. So it's people that is nomadic founders. They are into health entrepreneurship also, and they are building companies that's not 100 employees companies. It's like 1 to 5 companies with AI agents. That's why I showed this cluster of Machinis. Also, the idea here is to have on Florianopolis structure for companies to access the cloud computing, not depending just on AWS or Google or the big techs. So Founder House is the place that you are here today. And this is the main hub of Founder Village. So the events where every people come together is on Founder House. And a lot of communities participate in these 2 years of Founder House. So we have Coinbase, Base from Coinbase, also IPCity, that is the immersion that I just told you. Grape House, Stellar just joined us with some meetups here. Windsurf, we are having just now joining us. Also, Curanium, that is a quantum technology company that is creating text to create a quantum-proof future. So they just joined us to position their technologies on the Latin America, because they are on the other side of the planet. And a lot of communities just joining us, because in this moment that we are of blockchain, AI, communities just not staying on house and coming together with people and to discuss solution is the idea that we are developing here. So on Founder House, we also have the opportunity to become, everyone can become a member, everyone that is founder. So the idea is to, as I said, to create this environment for people to join together, to do some networking, to exchange ideas, and also maybe create some business inside here. We have some examples of people that created indeed create companies here. Some people became employee of another one, but the idea is to create this rich environment, right? And beyond the founder house, that's the founder desk that I just told you. That is, we just hosted this cluster of Mac Minis. So every company that don't have a location yet, but want to put the digital address here in Florianopolis, we have founder desk right now. And the idea here is to create a digital economic zone. So we are talking with municipality and also with Prospera people. Who knows what Prospera is? Jorge, Pedro. Okay. So Prospera is this island on Honduras, and beyond Prospera, there is the concept of network states that Balaji brought. Balaji is the CTO of Coinbase, and the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik, also Balaji, they brought this idea of network states. It's a concept that we don't depend anymore on physical states. We can have network states. So people can join together on network, on the web, and then they come together on a physical place to create the digital structure of a government, of the laws and everything else, to not depend on the past century government. So Prospera, I don't know if it's the first case, but I would say that it's the biggest case. They went to Ireland, in the government of Honduras, they talked with the government of Honduras, and they created a special economic zone like Ilhas Caimán, I forgot the Monaco. These kind of places are special economic zones, and they created this here. And also we are talking with them to create a special economic zone here in Florianopolis also. So in this new world that we are coming with AI and cloud computing and blockchain, this is just perfect. And beyond Founder Desk and Founder House, Floripa Institute of Technology is just born. How do you say? It's just getting born. So we have a lot of things that we want to put on Floripa Institute of Technology, because this new world needs another structure of education, not the universities of the past. So we are bringing this mastermind of AI with Pedro Laboy, that's ex-managing director of Accenture. And it's a mastermind, so if you are with a startup company that wants to be on this new era of AI, here's the case, but you have to have a startup, to have some revenue, just not an idea. That's why it's a mastermind. And also, we are putting like not just AI but also crypto. So that's not ready yet, but we also have a crypto core MBA just coming with a big community here. In the future, we plan to bring network states also education. Maybe Brazil is not ready for network states, but it's one of the things that we will put on the future. And to finish, the last initiative of Founder Village is the accelerator. So as I said, on the Founder Desk, you can host your company here in this special economic zone that we are creating. And also with the accelerator, the idea is that you have all the resources that your company can use the infrastructure of computing, of AI to accelerate the company and also the economy. Yeah. We have some visits there, not today, but we have some events that you can visit the cluster of Mac Minis also. And as you can see, I just learned the two Russians here and people from different places. Floripa, we just launched with Dash City, that's a founder that's participating on Founder House. This research that the nomads, Floripa is the second fastest growing nomad destination. So in this website, there's the research. You can see a lot of information that actually Florianopolis is becoming a hub for nomads. And we see that they are not just becoming nomads that stay 3 months on a place and then travel, but also they are staying here for more time. And also living in Campeche, on Jurerê, in different places here. Yeah, so beyond that, on Founder House we have, as I said, one event at least a week. So these are the upcoming events. On this Saturday, we have the recovery day. So people will come together here after running. They do some ice bath, you say? Ice bath, some sauna, and some protocols of breath work and everything else. We also have one time a month poker night. This is part of our podcast of Jason Calacanis. And we join together here to play poker also and to discuss some startup ideas and do some networking. And also, on the beginning of the next month, we also have the Space Week coming. So that competition that I told you that we won the last year, the NASA Space Apps, the hackathon, will happen again on Founder House here on 4th of October. It's 2 days here on Founder House, rooms included, food included, and you can participate on this weekend to build solutions and compete for this challenge of NASA. And also after that comes the Jurerê Breakfast Club, another AI Prompt Nights, and a Junior Rocket Launch. So these are all events from the Space Week. Everything we put on the WhatsApp. Yeah, right. So you are on Prompt Nights. That was the introduction of Founder House and Founder Village. And the idea is that you go now with Danilo and some Danilo does some introductions. Then you go to the laptop to practice some things here. I don't know if you got the password of the Wi-Fi. You can connect here. This is the password. And let's go. Before, I would like to know more about you, everyone. So we can do a quick presentation. It's okay? Just 1 minute. Tell your name, where you're from. What do you do? You can tell about what you do with AI, for example. And what brought you here. Okay? So the idea is to everyone to get to know each other. Can I ask to you to try?
So yeah, nice to meet you all. I'm Danilo Brizola. I'm from Curitiba, so 4-hour drive from here. And what is the third question? What I do? Okay. So I do a lot of things, but most important, I don't know if I pass on. Yes. Okay. So the most important is we've been helping companies to become AI first, specifically engineering teams. We are the official partners for Windsurf in Brazil. We have a software engineering company called Snowman Labs. So, and the last thing, what brought me here. So yeah, Windsurf, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how we can, accelerate everything that we are doing, all the apps that we've been building. We can use AI to speed up the process. So yeah, I came here just to, have this conversation with you guys.
Hi everybody, my name is Pedro. I live here in Floripa. I work with George in the Mesh of Grid project. Here is George. It's a mesh of radios connecting from north to south of Floripa. And we are installing new radios, new repeaters. And the first one is on the extreme south in my house. And the last one, it will be here in Founder House. And that's it. If somebody wants more information about it, it's completely disconnected from the internet, but we can connect also with the internet as a channel of redundancy and so on. Thank you.
Night, everyone. My name is George. I am from Floripa. I'm a developer, and as Pedro said, we have this project with the off-grid network. It's a radio network. It's a LoRaWAN network. So to transact Bitcoin and explore the technology for the service we can provide with this technology in Floripa. So other than that, as I said, I'm a developer. Actually, that's it. And talking about blockchain and everything will take a lot of time. And you can see there's some displays over there. There's that displays of the Bitcoin blockchain. That's a product of mine. So there's a lot of stuff I'm doing with the Founder House community. That's it.
Hello, my name is Nikolai. I'm from Russia, from St. Petersburg. I'm an entrepreneur. I do many things. One of them is IT company. We develop systems for automation of business processes. And I'm here to find out how to use AI for my projects and for my life also, just to know more about AI.
Hello guys, my name is Yarik. I'm Russian too, but a long time don't live in Russia, like since 2019. I'm here about 2 months, and I'm running online fitness project with exercises for healthy back. And now I'm start AI model for, I don't know how in English, it's like for scoring your posture and make some recommendation, create program and etc. Now we do it manually, our trainers, but I want it automate and make it bigger. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm the only woman in the room. I'm Elodie, I'm French, and since it's AI night, I should have asked ChatGPT to write my pitch. What do? I'm in the middle of something. I'm currently working on creating my AI agency. I'm a Java developer and I also web designer. I do a lot of stuff. I even did digital marketing by the past. And what brought me here? Well, discovering Windsurf, because there are so many tools today on the market to develop fast web application. It's hard to choose, so I think it will be a good discovery, good experience to discover this product. Thank you.
Hello everybody, good night. My name is Leandro. I live here in Jurerê for 2 years and a half. I used to live in Europe before. I'm a software developer. I'm graduated in computer science and an entrepreneur for about 15 years now. I have a company in Estonia with my wife, and I just started a new company here in Brazil for IT services in general. So my background is in IT. I'm here today to understand better and deeper how to use Windsurf to speed up the development software process. And if you would like to exchange some ideas, I'm very open for it.
Hi guys, my name is Johnny. I'm from Brazil, but I live in Florianópolis since 1988. I had the opportunity to live abroad 3 times, and what brought me here was an invitation from Nima, whom I contacted through the LinkedIn, and I just knew about the Founder House about 1 week ago, when the editor of the portal that I write about Korea sent me an info about the NASA app hackathon, because somehow I'm connected to NASA. I did my postdoc at NASA in Ames Research Center, and I saw that Windsurf is creating Mountain View, the city where I lived. So it's amazing. So I came here to have network, and I teach mechanical engineering applied to AI bridging with engineers. So I'm very connected. I pass to him. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Mike, and I moved to Florianópolis shortly, like a couple of months ago. Used to live in Thailand before. At the moment, I'm running the AI automation studio. They do B2B automation services for different business purposes since 2020. Have quite a deep experience with software engineering and processes and everything, so feel free to ask. And nice to be here with you. Thank you.
Good evening, guys. Nice to meet you. My name is Jean-François. So as you can see, you have 2 French tonight in Florianópolis, which is not common, I guess. Actually, I was born in France, but I left out of France for most of my life. I'm back from the US after 7 years, and like you, I'm here upon the invitation of Nima to as an enthusiast, and to basically know more about the ecosystem of Florianópolis and at its center of gravity, this wonderful house. And I'm also a heavy user for myself of AI, but maybe small user for you. But as an early adopter of new technologies, I've been using AI for the past 2 years, and I'm getting every day more addict and curious and willing to explore more. And I checked your website and your adventure, and I really wanted to be part of this presentation tonight. So thank you very much. Nice to meet you. And next is.
Hello. Hello, I'm Rafael. I have a background on IT, and I have been working in the past year with consulting and custom development, as well as experimenting with AI, business for AI, and documenting process, starting to get things together a bit more with a bit more of a structure. I've been living in São Carlos, São Paulo, for quite a while. And I'm here to exchange ideas, know more about what is going on with AI, especially with engineering, creating processes. That's mostly what I'm here for.
Hello, my name is Thiago. I'm from here, Floripa, and you can call me James Agenda. It's the name that I use for foreign projects. And I'm partnered with Rafael in a project to make a big electrical company go AI first, and also exploring AI verticals opportunities. I've been researching, I launched an AI laboratory a few months before ChatGPT start. So we are dealing with AI since the beginning, mostly on researching and now exploring products and services.
Hello everybody, my name is Adriano. I'm from Porto Alegre. I live here in Floripa for 8 years, living since last year here in Jurerê. I came here from a lot of times here in Founder House since the beginning. I'm a software developer. I work with the government right now. And I'm an enthusiast of AI for many years, like more than 5 years, I think. And I'm building a company with some friends, trying to learn also about AI. And I'm studying Web3, and I want to work with Web3 too. And that's it.
I told you always is a surprise to talk in English. Well, my name is Eric Moore and I live in here in Jurerê. I am a partner of the Nilo. I have Snowman Labs and I am here to share my knowledge with Windsurf to us. It's just that.
So let's start.
Perfect.
That's really good. So let me just change the presentation here real fast. Well, that's really nice to see a lot of culture together here, and with a common thing with it, which is like AI. So everybody want to use AI to leverage something, right? So yeah, it's a privilege to be here. So let me just, I know that mostly of you are developers, right? Like just raise your hand, developers. Awesome, yeah, perfect. So those that are developers, you guys are also founders? Yeah, founders, okay, perfect. Okay, that's really nice. That's really nice because just to some guidance for tonight. We are gonna go more deep in the technical stuff, because today the goal here is to do like a hands-on on Windsurf. Of course, I will go over some of the things, explain a little bit about the platform, a little bit about the company and so forth, but the goal here is to go like hands-on and to understand the power of Windsurf, right? Probably you guys have been using different AI tools for coding, different coding assistants, but in the end of this night, you will see that Windsurf is the best option out there. It's not because like we are like official partners, and the way that we became official partners is very interesting because we started using Windsurf when the platform just launched in November last year. And imagine, it's less than a year and the company is valuated in $10 billion. So it's crazy, the way that the AI is kind of shaping business and so forth. And we started using, because we are a software engineering company, and like 2 months using it, we saw the innovation in the product. We saw everything that they were putting in the product, all the effort that the company Windsurf was putting in the project at that time. The name of the company was Codium. It wasn't Windsurf. Windsurf was just beginning of this year. And we saw the velocity that they were putting the updates in the platform. Like for example, in a week, we went from like having nothing, like AI agents not working so well for like the other week. They put like updates that would change completely the way that you would work. So the velocity that they have for innovation, for new features are amazing. That's why we applied to become official partners, because we were using a lot. We were seeing the difference that Windsurf had impacted the entire software development cycle in our company. And then 3 months later, after our application, we became the official partner. So yeah, this is just like a background story. Let me very quick introduce myself here, guys. So this is me, this is my family. So I'm husband to Mylin. We've been married for 16 years. We have 2 princesses, Melissa and Isabella. I'm passionate about technology and innovation. Like, I got this virus like, I don't know, 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. And this virus is still here. I'm co-founder and CEO of Snowman Labs. I'm leader of some non-profit institutions here in Brazil, FaithTech, which is a Canadian non-profit that creates technology for impact and for purpose. And also Business as Mission Brazil. I'm advisor, board of advisor for Business as Mission Brazil. Again, another non-profit that helps companies, helps founders to build businesses with mission for purpose. And for profit, of course. You know, business, you need to be profitable, right? So yeah, this is a little bit about me. If you guys want to connect and exchange some ideas, some business ideas, and some technical ideas as well, you guys can just read this QR code. There's all my contacts there, my WhatsApp, if you want to send me a message. I've been sharing a lot of AI engineering content on this YouTube channel, Surfando com IA. It is mostly in Portuguese, but I have one content in English, and it was created by AI. So all the content is in Portuguese there, but nowadays you can use like subtitles, and it's so easy to consume content. And also my LinkedIn, my Instagram, I also share a lot of content there, everything related to AI software engineering. So talk about the Snowman Lab. So what we've been doing this past years, we've been helping companies like you guys, you know, to fully understand the AI software engineering process. You know, of course, there is a lot of things out there, a lot of platforms, and you can prompt, and all of a sudden you have like a platform. You know, if you go to Lovable, if you go to Replit, or all of those platforms. But there is a path that you can be way more productive when you have the exact steps on how to use AI in software engineering. So, and that's what we've been doing for companies. We've been training, doing consulting to big companies. So we train, for example, more than 200 software engineers for Mercado Libre. We've been training software engineers for iFood and all the other big companies out there. And not only helping them how to use better the platform, Windsurf, the platform that we are specialized in, but also to understand this new concept, the AI software engineering concept, right? And yeah, our mission is to empower engineering teams to become AI first, right? So, and what we're gonna do tonight, it's kind of bring a little bit of this mindset, you know. So I'm kind of bringing this mindset to you guys. But before going talk about this mindset and do like a hands-on with you guys, I want to introduce Windsurf, the setup for the environment, some of the main features, and after that we're going to go to a hands-on. Again, I know that this is more like this is more like a keynote kind of thing, but I don't wanna just speak here and you guys listening. So if you guys have question, if you guys have an insight, if you guys want to do like an input anytime, you guys just go for it. You know, you don't need to be shy, just go. We are in a very close group of people, and I love this type of environment, because we can connect with each other easily. You know, it's not like a bunch of people in a room, and like we're very hard to have real connections, right? So yeah, feel free to interrupt me and to just shoot your insight, your question right away, okay? So first, have you guys downloaded Windsurf yet? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So we are... A what? Okay, perfect, good.
It would be possible to include some, tricky comparison with cursor.
Oh, okay. But cursor, the name and cursor is a curse, so you don't. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, so this is the editor, Windsurf. This is the IDE, right? And the IDE, it's a fork of VS Code. So if you are technical, and probably you've heard about VS Code, if you're non-technical as well, and you work with technology, you've heard about VS Code. And Windsurf is a fork of VS Code, so that's why the learning curve to use the platform, it's smooth. Because majority of the developers out there, they are already familiar with VS Code. So, and what we're gonna explore here, let me see, unfortunately on the TV, we can't like have a pointer there. But what we're going to cover a lot is the Cascade. Cascade is the agents, behind Windsurf. So Cascade, every time that I mention Cascade, imagine like a bunch of AI agents working, behind the curtains. So the Cascade is all the AI agents that Windsurf built. And not only the AI agents, but also all the, how can I say, all the inference, all the embedding, everything created like inside Windsurf was created by Windsurf. They are not using any third-party platform like or API behind the curtains. So that's why like Cascade today is one of the best agentics tool to understand and to comprehend an entire code base. So yeah, we're gonna cover a lot about Cascade, and this is a little bit, the look of the platform, and this is very important to say. Windsurf is not only an IDE. Like different of Cursor. Cursor, they have like only the IDE. If you want to use in some of your favorite IDEs out there, for example, you are users of JetBrains IDEs, PyCharm, IntelliJ, or whatever. If you are a Cursor user, you can use those tools. Like you are forced to move to Cursor. Windsurf, we are an ecosystem. So we are not only the IDE, you can also have the plugin. The Windsurf plugin lets you do the same features as we have in the IDE on the others IDEs, specifically on JetBrains. If you are a JetBrains user, you can have the same features as the Windsurf IDE. So we don't force you to change to another IDE. You can use in your own. Right? So yeah, and as you can see, it's very similar, very similar than the ID Windsurf editor.
automations prior to automation. If you guys didn't do that, I really recommend you to, before doing any content in the cloud, and it doesn't matter if you that have kind of similarities with what was done before, you will recall that memory. Okay. So, like Cascade will decide when to
Record. Perfect. When we'll recall the memory or not. So yeah, those are more specifics about memories. Rules are also markdown files. You can create the markdown files, and you have some different type of activation of that rules. And I'll go when we do like the demo here. There are a lot of rules on this website, windsurf.run/rules. If you guys want to see, like, I want to get some ideas of how rules are written. I want to see like a rule for Java, a rule for C#, or whatever. Like, you can go there and you can see some examples of rules. This website is not official, so it's created by the community of users of Windsurf. So, and they add some rules in there. Workflows, same thing, already explained. Markdown files, you activate a workflow just hitting slash and then getting the name of your workflow, and then the Cascade will execute. Those are some examples of rules. For example, this is a workflow to address filing errors. So you can create like this step by step. First, you go like do git diff, and then run the script. And then if the script runs successfully, because Windsurf can get the context from the terminal. You know, everything that it's running in the terminal, Windsurf can get the context. Then if the script runs successfully, do this, and that, and so forth. So there are also execution modes and rules, so you can use in safe modes. This means that every time that it will require to do, for example, a terminal command, the model, the Cascade will ask you, hey, do you want to run this command on terminal or not? You can cancel, you can go for it. And the safe mode will always prompt you to approve if you want to run that or not. If you go in turbo mode, it will run to you like all the commands and so forth. So let me show you how customization works. For example, this is like a brand new project. I just got it here just in the moment that we're gonna do like the hands-on. I will go more deep on that. But customization is pretty much you can access by hitting this button here, the customization button, this box button here, and then you go in customizations. You're gonna have these 3 tabs. You go rules. You have a global rule, for example. Global rules will be available in all your projects, in all your workspaces. So those are rules more, for example, I have some of them here. Always talk to me in English. Always add comments in the code. Before committing any change, perform a static code analysis. So those are some rules that will go across all the projects that I'll be working here in Windsurf. And then we have like the workspace rules. For example, I have this rule here for this project, and the rule I can use like 12,000 characters here. I always recommend to not use like all of them because of the context window. We know that LLMs are not perfect, you know, and they have like sometimes they can struggle in getting a lot of context. And imagine that when you are interacting with the models, like Cascade is not only sending your prompt, It's sending all the embedding of your code, sending a lot of information. So that's why it's really important to make it concise, to make it clear, give a very set of clear instructions here in the rules. So this is for the project that will work later on. It's will be like a front-end project, React, and so forth. And there are some activation mode in the rules I can get, like for always on. For example, every time that I prompt something to Cascade, this rule will go along with my prompt, right? I can use manual, and manual is I can call this rule by hitting at and then calling rules here in the name of my rule stack. This is the manual activation of a rule. Can you guys in the back, you guys can see here?
I can't read, but
Let me. I think it's a little better now, right? Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, this is the manual form of call a rule. I can just write a description, and the model will decide if we'll invoke that rule or not. And I can use glob pattern. For example, I want this rule to work every time that I work in this specific, I don't know, this specific file, this specific type of file, this specific folder. You know, you guys can create that. When you guys are more matured using, you know, rules and things like that, you guys will be combining, you know, all of different rules. I won't be doing this for tonight, but we have a workshop called Windsurf Experts, when we go like very deep in the platform and we use a lot of different, you know, rules activations and things like that. So yeah, those are rules and workflows. So see, I have a lot of different workflows here. For example, I have a workflow for security check. I can just invoke this rule, this workflow, and Cascade will do like a security check on my code. If I don't have if I have any exposed key on my code, any security breach in my code. So, and the way that I can activate is just come here and do like security check, and that's it. You know, it will follow a set of instructions and we'll review all my code and see if I have any security issues there. So, and I can have rules for workflows for everything. You know, like the creativity here can go like beyond only doing checks and things like that. Like if you want to orchestrate like an entire, like the Pylint example, if you want to orchestrate different scripts and things like that, you can do this using workflows. This is one of the cool stuff for Windsurf. So I think those are like, and memories, again, like memories, they will store, as this is a brand new project, we won't have any memory here, but I'm gonna just open another project here. For example, this is a project that we've been working for a client, and this is a project that we have a lot of memories there. See? All of those memories, and they have like a specific way that Cascade create this memory is just to make easier to the model to recall this memory when working on similar tasks, right? So you can't create like by your own, like hitting a button and create a memory. But again, like I said, the model can create automatically, or you can ask the model to create, but you can edit the memory. If you want to add more context into it. You just go there and hit here in the edit button, and that's it. You can add more context. Any questions so far? Nope.
Well, these rules and workflows, you have like a template. You find some besides that website.
Okay, so yeah, we have some. We've been building a lot of a lot of templates for rules for different stacks, and we have a repo on GitHub with that. If you have interest, I can send that to you. Just let me know. Just connect with me in there, and we can exchange some ideas. I can send that repo to you. Okay. So yeah. So this is pretty much what we can do in the customization. One of the important aspects of Windsurf, we believe that AI is not here to kind of substitute, the human effort. And actually, we believe the opposite of that. We believe that will kind of unleash a new potential for developers, for software engineers. And we believe that this software engineer must to be aware of everything that AI is creating. Of course, we have in one hand vibe coding, and tools like Lovable, Replit. You don't need to be aware of what's going on, behind the curtains. But for us, like for software engineers, I think we have like this extra power because we understand the code and we can get more creative with AI and faster. And that's why in Windsurf, we believe that we are giving extra boosters to developers to produce 10 times faster. And that's why the platform, it's like with a lot of triggers for human in the loop. You are in control of everything. So, for example, if you see that the AI agents, if they are going in a route that it's not the route that you want, you can just stop the AI agent to do the task. And you can revert. And revert is really good because every time that you prompt something, that you ask, like cascade something, it creates kind of comment of everything that you have in your code base. And if you click revert, it will roll back for your code base for like prior to the prompt that you wrote. This is really good when, for example, AI do like a mess in your code. It's easier to you to revert and go back in the previous state than ask AI to, oh no, you did wrong, correct this, correct that. So that's why this revert button, we've been using this a lot. Because sometimes AI will go in a route that you didn't want to go to that specific route. So that's why we believe in human in the loop. And the other thing that it's very, very important is you bringing a lot of context to AI. When we are doing like consulting and training for software engineering teams, one of the things that we say a lot, all the time we are saying, context is king in AI software engineering. So Windsurf was built to the developer, to the software engineer, bring as much context as possible to the AI agents. So we can bring context from files, we can bring context from the web, we can bring context from MCP servers, we can bring a lot of context to speed up the process of developing. So for example, we can use some external content, some internal context, and some external context. For example, we can get some context from the web, we can get some context from MCP servers, some files, like for example, in the enterprise plan, you can have your own RAG. You can create your RAG with all your documents, and you can just simply refer to that document to Cascade. And of course, there are some other ways to recall some of the documents. I don't know if you guys use Confluence, Jira in your development process, in your product building and so forth. But for example, with MCPs, you can get context directly from Confluence. Your product owner wrote like a PRD with all the specifications, all the user stories. You can go there, hey, Cascade, just go to the Confluence MCP and get all the context from this page. And that's it. Cascade will go there, using MCP, will bring all this context to that context window. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with MCPs. Are you guys familiar with that? Right? No? So MCP is a protocol. Anthropic created that protocol last year, November last year, and kind of became the standard for the industry, like HTTP, right? So it was created back, I don't know, like in the 80s. I don't remember when HTTP protocol was created, but the TCP protocol was created. I don't remember, but company created that, and it became the standard for the industry, right? It happened the same thing with the MCP. So Anthropic created that, but now all of the AI companies are using. So OpenAI are using that as the standard, Grok and so forth. And pretty much MCP enables LLMs to get context from other platforms. Because we know that LLMs are powerful because of the training data that they use to produce, what we have in hands right now. But the problem is that the LLMs alone can do much thing, can execute much thing. MCPs allows the LLMs to recall some tools and bring context and execute some of the things. It's like the APIs for LLMs, and we can use a lot of MCPs here in Windsurf. We have a MCP store, some MCPs that we allow users to use like out of the box, but you can, if you built an MCP, or if you want to bring the MCP that is not in the MCP store, you can bring that. Like I said, like terminal, you can refer context to terminal. Like if some error in your application happened and this error is available in the terminal, you can bring this as a context without needing to copy and paste, so it's very easy. So if something goes wrong, you can download all the diagnosed from your prompt, and then you can send to us. We can take a look and see some specific thing that happened. And for those that are front-end developers and like to work in front-end, we have this feature, the preview. So it will create a kind of a server, and you can get all of like the context from your local application that is running. You can get the context directly by clicking in a button in your browser, and then all of this context, for example, the console errors on your application, you can click a button and goes directly as a context to Windsurf, to Cascade. There are many of key use cases for Windsurf: code generation, refactoring, unit tests. We have a very successful case on writing unit tests and doing task coveraging in our applications. One developer, one of our engineers did more than 1,600 like unit tests in like 3 weeks. work that would take for I don't know 3 or 4 developers 2 to 3 months. So he did alone by himself in 3 weeks. And yeah, it was an application that we developed that it's like more than 2 years of code. The code base is huge, and he created like the coverage in 3 weeks using Windsurf. And he leveraged a lot of the rules and the workflows and so forth to do that.
In this example, how much of the time and the effort did he spend in engineering the rules, the workspace?
That's a great question. That's a great question. One of the things of our aspect as a human, sometimes we can like we can put on a paper what is in our head, right? Now we have like AI that we can say, hey, I want to create this, this, and that. I want that you create something very specific for this. I'm using this, this, and that. Like he created really fast. I'm just giving this context because he created really fast using AI. Like he created all the rules by using ChatGPT. The voice mode of ChatGPT. He just talked to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT kind of created the entire rule for him. So in, I don't know, it was some minutes. I don't know how much time he spent on that, but it was in minutes he created the rule to help him to work on that. Of course, after some iterations, he would change some of the things on the rules. He worked on that for at least like 3 days to make the rule really, really good for the usage that he was having.
Okay, and then could he replicate to other projects?
Of course.
Very similar, probably some customization.
The thing is, all the rules goes along in your commit. You know, if you are like working with your I don't know, other developers in your team, all the rules will go along with the code base. So they can use that code base. Or you can commit only your rules and have like a repo only with your rules for different projects, type of projects, stacks, and so forth. But yeah, it's really easy to share, you know, rules, workflows, and so forth. It is like a folder in Windsurf, like rule folder, workflow folder with markdown files into it. You know, there is no secret. It's very simple. So yeah, now it's time to build something, right? How many of you are using like Replit, Lovable? No?
Just left.
Okay. Yeah, because again, here I won't be. There are faster ways to build something, you know, and as the goal here is to showcase Windsurf. I don't wanna go, because if I want to build something faster, one of the things that I would do, I would get the PRD here with all the context of my project. I would prompt this on Lovable, for example. You know, just because Lovable is faster with vibe coding and so forth. And then after that, I would get the project from Lovable and I would work in Windsurf. You know, because I can get via GitHub, I can connect my GitHub account in there, I can download all the code, and then I can work here. But here it will take a little more time because I want you guys to see how Windsurf works when we give like a set of instructions to it. I will use Summit 4, and I already have like a PRD for a project here. So I brainstormed with AI a project. So how many of you are tired today? Tired. How many of you are sometimes you guys are feeling tired? I think most of us, right? Like we are living like even though we are not doing any like have lifting work, we are using a lot of our minds, our intellect, and I think that's why we've been feeling a lot of this tiredness all the time, right? And sometimes as an entrepreneurs, it's so hard to talk with some family members because they don't know how we feel. Because again, how many entrepreneurs are in the world, right? There are a lot, but close to us, not much, not many. I love like places like here, like Founder House, because we can connect with people that they know what we feel, you know, like they know the roller coaster that is like have a company, have employees. I don't know if you guys have employees. How many employees in your companies? Average? 15? 15? Just you two? Huh? 10? Man, it's hard to manage all the people, and we have almost like 30 something in there, and man, they are not only numbers, right? They are people. They have their own lives, and when we are with a company, we need to take care not only on the outputs that they will bring to us, but also how they are feeling and so forth, because this will affect the way that they operate and so forth. And we are living in a society that it's really hard to cope with everything that it's going on. Everything, you know. So even though we have AI that are doing a lot of things for us, it seems that we are more tired. That's why, like, I was coming here brainstorming with AI and how to create like a product that will kind of connect people that have similar backgrounds, for example, entrepreneurs, so they can talk to each other and share openly with each other their hurdles, the difficulties, the problems, because when we are sharing with each other is like we are getting insights. Oh, I can do this because like how is your name? What is your name? Leandro. Oh, because Leandro, man, he is very similar than I, so he has the same thing that I have, and he's doing this thing is working for him. Probably this could be working to me as well. So by having those conversations, we can unlock some healing for us, right? So that's why just giving you a little context about the platform that we are about to build here, and what I'm gonna do. First thing, like I said, software engineering with AI, context is king, and one of the things that we use a lot is the leverage of documentation, because AI can handle a lot of that documentation and also can help us to write that documentation as well. So that's why every time that you guys are working with a project and you put like AI to work on that, better having all your documentation done prior to prompt anything to AI. You know, so I built this documentation first. Now I'm gonna just give this as a context. Let me put here PRD. Okay, so when I use this comment at and then the name of my file, I put this context in Windsurf in Cascade. So I want you to understand deeply my project and start creating a documentation step by step on the implementation. So I'm using this Sonnet 4 like a more powerful model just because now I'm going in the plan mode. I want to create more documents to help AI to create what I want. So now what is the Cascade is doing is to getting all the context from my PRD, and let me see if my rule is activated. So see, first let me save key project information to memory and create a detailed implementation roadmap. Let me create a comprehensive implementation plan and start building the documentation step by step. So this is one of the cool features for Windsurf. It creates automatically a planning mode. So the first task was analyze PRD and understand the project requirements, and then create a comprehensive implementation documentation, design system architecture and database schema, create technical specifications for each MVP feature, define API endpoints and data models, create UX, UI wireframes, component specifications, and set up the development environment and project structure. Now it's creating the MD files, the implementation. It will create everything here. So build everything on top of Supabase. And this is a new feature that came out, I think, yesterday. I can queue a message. I can put like a message in the queue. So and the model will decide the way that it's the best way to prompt the message.
And the first prompt that's using this list.
Mm-hmm.
3 credits or each of the
What?
item?
No. The prompt, like the credit will be like for everything that it's doing here is the 3 credit. Yes. It doesn't matter like if you create like, for example, a to-do list with, I don't know, 6 tasks. It's just one prompt, then will consume only 3 credits.
That's the importance of the prompt engineer.
Exactly, because you can say hello and that's it. We'll get like 3 credits. So.
And Danilo, did you guys, in your experience, got like a number of tasks that's most optimal? If you like 50, does it execute well or 6, 7?
So there is one of the things that we use a lot is some best practice for prompt engineering, and one of the things is make it concise and make it more like step by step. You won't want to go there and ask AI to like the Cascade to do a lot of different tasks and get your like 50 pages documentation there and now execute everything. So we don't recommend that just because we know that AI is not perfect, but what we recommend is to go like step by step, at least like, I don't know. It will depend the type of project, the size of the project, One of the things that Windsurf can handle pretty well is like because of this feature of creating the tasks and so forth, it can handle like a lot of complex tasks, right? But I already work on a project that I put like a very long document there, and the output, it wasn't, the output that I really want. Simply because the model, when it started working on my requirements, understood in a way that it wasn't the way that I wanted. That's why I really recommend to work step by step, because you can test this stuff and test if the model is going in the direction that you want, So this time that I put like this long documentation there, I just let Windsurf working, and I was doing another thing. And when I came back, like, I don't know, 1 hour later, created a lot of things, but it wasn't the thing that I wanted, You know what I mean? So that's why I really recommend you to having control, small parts, step by step, and make it more clear, make it more concise, just because the model can handle it better, and it's better to you to test afterwards. So yeah, the implementation plan is created here. So React web application, native API, API gateway, architecture principles. So yeah, I created like a comprehensive document here for my technical specification, the implementation plan. So now it's working on the MVP feature specs. What I'm gonna do after that, I will ask to follow the MVP feature specs to start creating, you know, and the first platform that I will ask to create is the React web application. So, and I will ask to create, let me just see. I will ask to create like right now, like in a local storage, just because of time, because we could use, you know, MCP, for example, Supabase MCP to create the entire data structure there and all the connections and so forth. But just because of time, I don't know how much time you guys have here, but I think we go to 9 to 10. 1 hour? Okay, okay. So yeah, I think it's, if we have 1 hour, it's enough. We definitely can work with the Supabase. How many minutes? 30 minutes? Okay, so we have 30 minutes. Okay, okay. I think we have time. I think we have time. Let's see if we let me just wait to create the MVP feature specification. So any question, guys, like so far, because we one of the things that you will see that AI, for some of the things, specifically for this part that we are planning, are longer. You will see when it comes to coding, will be very fast. But as we are kind of strategizing the way that we're gonna be working, the way that AI will be following and creating this stuff, this time it's more time consuming. But if you guys have any question, so yeah, let me see. Perfect. I will just okay, so I will let it work here. So
in the meantime, this cascade, can you explain a little bit more what it is exactly? You say that set of agents that you get your prompt, and then they kind of redirect to each one.
yeah.
How does that work?
Honestly, if I would say that I know exactly the way it works, I would be lying to you. I don't know exactly how it works, but by talking to the Windsurf engineers, the way that Cascade works is they have a set of instructions there. You know, a lot of prompt engineering. You know, that instructs some of the AI agents that they create on top of that to do some specific tasks. So we have code edit, we have terminal prompting, we have edit file. So we have a lot of different tools, and those AI agents, they have kind of specific role for each one of those tools. You know, we have the AI agent for terminal usage, AI agent for, and we have like like the AI agent master that will orchestrate everything based on the next step that the AI, like next step that the code must, not the code, the next step that the agent, the specific agent, the special agent must do, you know. So think of like a crew of, you know, people working together, combining knowledge and recalling, okay, now I will recall to the terminal agent just because I need like a terminal input, you know. So it's pretty much that. And everything works on top of the inference system that Windsurf created from scratch. Prior to Windsurf, prior to Codium, the company that built Windsurf, the founders of the company, they were working on GPU architecture, and they were specialists in GPU architecture for autonomous car. And that's why like they created like an inference system that it's powerful because they know how to handle, you know, like optimization of GPUs and machine learning system to build like an inference system. That's why like Windsurf nowadays is the most powerful tool to understand a code base, you know, because of all of those techniques that they used here behind the curtains. So still creating there. More questions? Are you guys using there like Windsurf? No.
Are you satisfied with the results of just that initial input, or do you want to enrich with more input from human?
So yes, just for the matter of this demo here, we won't have time to read all the specifications, all the features that, you know, AI created here, all the overviews. We won't have time, but in a real case scenario, I would read everything. I would see, okay, this is good, it's going the way that I want, or I can go there and just edit, you know, the file and put my insights into it and combine with more information in there. So this is what I say to you guys. Always take a look on what the AI is creating every time. For example, last batch of Y Combinator. Do you know Y Combinator? Most of you, right? So last batch of Y Combinator, a quarter of the companies, they report that 95% of the code written on their products was AI written. But all the code was being evaluated by a software engineer. All the code. You know, because of course you definitely can ask AI to build whatever it wants, but you definitely must be in the top of the game of understanding everything. You as a software engineer, your work will be guiding the AI to do the best, you know, and you need to understand what's going on, you know, under the hood. So yeah. Now is it started the project structure. I will create the React, TypeScript, Vite front end, integrate seamlessly with Supabase, and so forth. What I'm gonna do while we are waiting here, I'm gonna go here, Supabase. I'll just create an account, start project. Let me see, Danilo, that founder house. Lives.com. Oops, I'm singing. No, let me go back. I don't know if you sign up here. If you guys already used Supabase, it's a Okay. Supabase is a backend as a service, and they have like a Postgres database, managed database there that you can connect, and Supabase has one of the most powerful MCP servers out there. So you can orchestrate directly with the AI agents from Windsurf everything on Supabase. So you can create all your data schema automatically by using MCP. The AI agents will create, the AI agents can connect in all your tables and get data from there, input data, and so forth. So that's why I really like to use, if you guys want to prototype something, but something that it's not local, that you want to showcase to someone, I highly recommend to use Supabase. So let me go there. Let me see if there is here. Confirm email. Perfect. Now let me go back to login. So Danilo plus founder house. Perfect. So already, let me put it here. Prompt nights. Personal. The free tier for Supabase, it's amazing. So that's why. Let me just, what? Prompt nights. Create an organization. What's going on? Organization not found. Probably. Okay. Perfect. So I already created there. Now I go here in my account preferences. I will get the token. I'll just generate prompt nights, generate this token, temporary token, just to add in the Windsurf's MCP. So I can come here. I can go in MCP store, Supabase. There you go. Then I can come here in the Supabase and just click. I just hit in this button here, and I paste my there we go. So I put my API key there, and let's see. I think it's already complete. Project structure, create a production ready. Okay. Core infrastructure, perfect. Key features implemented. Authentication, database types, real-time subscription, file, edge functions. Okay, next steps. Install dependencies, install Supabase, configure. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do, again, guys, I won't have time to go over all the documents here, but in an ideal scenario, in a real world scenario, I would go in all the files, and I would see if the structure that was created was good. So, okay. So MVP feature specs. Perfect. What I'm gonna do now, my prompt will be perfect. Now I need you to work on orchestrating all the data schema on Supabase using orchestrating and creating using the MCP, the Supabase MCP. After that, I need you to work on the first feature off, then I will go the context, MVP feature specs, and I will get the specific name. Titus connection system is not the connection system. The daily emotional check-ins. I want to start by creating the daily emotional check-in feature. After build in a way that we can test the feature after it's done. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, like the platform, oh, I forgot something. And now you guys can see some of the features in action. The revert feature, for example. That's it. I want to start creating the web application first. That's it. Okay. I'll help orchestrate the database schema creation using Supabase MCP. So all of the tasks now that we will set up data schema using MCP. Let me check Supabase. So now it's using MCP tools. I see there are no Supabase projects. Let me check the available organization. Great, I can see available organizations. So now let me show you guys in real time here. So there's no project, right? So the MCP server will create the project, will create all the data schemas, will create all the tables, all the database relationships, and so forth. The Titus project, platform project now has been created successfully. So let me just go here. That's it. It created. But now I think there is nothing yet. So now it's applying all the migrations. Probably created the core tables. Let me see if the tables were created. Okay, daily check-ins, scriptures, users. That's it. If I go here, database, I can see the relationships of the tables, all the relations, the relationships, and so forth. So yeah, already created everything. So all the tables here. Let me see. Users. Perfect. That's it. So it's doing its work. Now let me see the data with initial scripture data. One point, I asked on my PRD that I would like to bring some biblical wisdom, some wisdom from the Bible on this project. So that's why it's creating kind of, some raw data with scripture there, with some Bible verses. So now it will create like the edge functions. Edge functions is like lambda functions. I think lambda functions are the most well known out there because of AWS. But you can orchestrate, ask like Windsurf to create those edge functions, and it will work as API. as an API. So you can call those edge functions by just, hitting a endpoint, So let me see if the data was created. Yes, there we go. A lot of data there. So different Bible verses in there. So let me, and now is to start creating all the, let me see, the local, perfect. Already got my anonymous key to use in the project, all the Supabase URL for the project. So everything on my local env. So let me accept that. So imagine like a project that you are working and you can create this step-by-step process, right? So like one of the things to me is really important is to create like the documentation first. This you will always create with the context. Will always start with the context. So documentation is key because after that you can ask Cascade to update the documents based on everything that was already built. And Cascade can see, okay, this was built, okay, checked, and can put like a check mark on the documentation and so forth. So, very important. For example, here, I didn't give any instructions for design, for UX and UI. The model will create the way that it thinks is the best for the type of application I'm creating here, But one of the things that we can do, we can use Figma MCP and get everything from Figma as a context here directly to Cascade. So in order to do that, you must have like the Figma app on your computer because the Figma app will act as the MCP server. So yeah.
Means that you first create the interface, UI interface in Figma, and then you ask Windsurf to
You can.
that as rules or as context, like this is UI.
Exactly. Like, for example, one of the things that I can bring as a context, let me see the results. We're going to see the results. If the results is not good, what I'm going to do, I really like this dribble to get some inspiration. So, and here I can get like, for example, meditation web app. Let me get it here. For example, this one. This is an interface that it's good. I like this interface. I can go here and I can print screen this interface. And I can come here in Windsurf and give this image as a context, So I can use this for building like UI. I can do this, for example, to bring as a context, for example, this is my infrastructure schema. I want you to execute exactly this infrastructure schema. It will get the information from the image and Cascade will execute on that. So you can use image as a context as well.
Can you model like a flow, Miro, for example?
Exactly. Exactly.
For each one of those steps of the implementation, what is?
You can create like a mermaid map or a mind map. You can create that and you can get the print screen of the mind map and give as a context to Cascade. Hey, I want you to execute those steps here, all those features here. So this is something that we use a lot.
It's building.
As I mentioned here, the guys prototyped the thing on drawing, the paper. It was a dashboard to control. Sorry, the chauffeur here. So it was a silly thing, but to control who drinks more shots. So they draw on the dashboard
On the paper.
and took a picture, put the AI. It was not Windsurf, it was Rapid.
Mm-hmm.
And the tool just built the application while they drawing.
Yeah, I love platforms like Replit, Lovable. Like if we, let me just so for the sake of the example here, let me get the PRD here, as it won't cost anything for us to do that. Let me do this on Lovable because Lovable was created to like for vibe coding. Let me just prompt the PRD on Lovable, right? And let's see what Lovable will spit it out for us. So if we want to do something just to create a concept, I would recommend you to do that. Write your PRD and put on Lovable. It's way faster, you know. But as we are talking about real scenario applications, starting an application from scratch, and if you want to do like a very like architectural platform, I would recommend to start this way that we are starting here with your PRDs and creating, doing like all the documentation first and then create the documentation, go step by step executing on the documentation, right? But it's cool to, I really like to use Lovable for like prototype because it's faster and usually the things that Lovable builds, it's fine. You know, the UI is fine and so forth. So let's see if if Lovable will create something here. So yeah, again, guys, created a lot of things here. It created the entire schema on my database. So now it's creating like profile page, chat page, a lot of different pages. So let's see. All the components is created here. The UI, buttons, and so forth. So yeah, it's creating a lot of things. So it will be good to see the end result. So any questions, Eric? Do you want to add something? No? Or what?
Just wait for now.
Okay. Yeah, so Eric and I, like we brought this to our company very heavily, you know, to all the engineers, to more than 30 engineers that we have there. We brought this as like, hey guys, this is foundational now, you know, like, and it's been so good that a lot of our engineers, they are with us on that, specifically our leadership. So our head of architecture, he was the guy that created, you know, the 1600 test cases in 3 weeks. So yeah, oh, it's almost there. 9 tasks done. Probably like in first shot, we'll have some issues when we will run the project, and I will ask Cascade to, you know, let me open the terminal here to show you guys how you can use the terminal to use as a context. Usually, as first shot, we always have like some issues, but let's see. Let me do npm install. Every time that Cascade finishes a task, you can configure to like just bring a sound. That's good. I'm installing all the dependencies. Let's see, like Lovable
also finished. Okay, that's good. That's good. Find rest in Jesus and community. That's it, guys. This is the rest. Begin journey. Lovable. It's look at that. It really good to create, the concept, but nothing is kind of workable. So, here's good. The define partner. This is working. Start conversation, send instructor. Yeah, it's okay. So, it's not here. What I would do, I would connect, with the connect the project with my GitHub, transfer anyway, and then I'll just get it here. Go in Windsurf. Let me get new window. Open folder here. Let me get this one. And then I would get it here. Git clone. Perfect. And that's it. So now I have the entire repo here, and I can go in here, just install the dependencies. Okay. Lovable, yeah. Lovable. That when you understand a little bit about prompt engineering, you can use the free tier of Lovable pretty easily, because you give your PRD on Lovable, your entire PRD, if you want something that you want to prototype really fast, and you have I think 5 prompts a day in Lovable, man, it's more than enough. So, and then I really like Lovable because it was created to give you something in the first shot, something functional in the first shot. So that's why I really like Lovable. It will give something functional in the first shot. However, the problem with Lovable is if you don't know how to code, you must to prompt a lot to get something good. What I like to do, I just go there, get the first idea. Okay, the first idea is good. Okay, so let's bring to Windsurf, and then I iterate in Windsurf, and then goes really fast. So let me see, run dev, is this working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, so let me see if I can use, let me see if I can sign up. Okay, it's coming soon. We didn't work on that. Let me put any type of password here just to see if it's I don't know if it's already working with invalid login credentials. Let me do this. Let me go here, go in authentication. Let's add a user, create a new user. Let me do this. No. Auto confirm user, create new user. Let me see. Perfect. Now let's go here. That's it. The logging is fully working. So onboarding flow coming soon. Skip for now. Okay. Not found. Let me see. We know that the login is already working. Let me see if the persistence is working. No. What I'm gonna do now is there is a feature here, open preview. So let me show you guys. Okay, see those elements here? Let me see those elements here. So this is what I can use. Okay, so I have two ways of doing that. One way is just screenshot and ask Cascade. The platform is working. The login is working. It's fully working with Supabase, but I'm getting this 404 as you can see in the image. I can see the issue, authentication successful, but getting okay. Let me see. I can see the issue. The user is authenticated, but the profile onboarding complete is like false or new. The app is redirection to onboard. However, since perfect, onboarding is not created. I can see there's a user onboarding compliant too. Perfect. Now let me add some error handling. Let me check the profile. The issue might be the profile is not loading properly. Let me add some debugging on the load. So see, I can see here, loading profile is not getting any. Still loading in there. So let me also check in an issue with the profile creation. Oh, perfect. The user profile exists. It called the MCP tool on Supabase to see if there was any user in there, and saw like that the user was there. The RLS policies look correct. The issue might be the front end is not properly handling the authentication context. I think this is the problem. Let me refresh the page and check the browser. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me open. Still errors. So what I can do here, oops, I can just get all of this information here. And also give as a context so you guys can see. Still there. Let me give you some context from the console. I need the, what was the feature that we were, let me get it here. MVP specs feature, the daily motion. I need the daily emotional feature. Ready. Oops. Let me see if it's working here. Let me double check on my edge function here. Recommend, yes, it's working. It's here. It's there. Ready for the once you refresh browser, you should see dashboard, welcome, navigation, daily emotional. Okay. It's not working yet. Let me go for checking. So now that there comes the knowledge on, you know, reviewing everything and reviewing the code, and then, okay, I know, like, now usually when those type of things happen, this is like the way that the front end is handling the authentication, you know, persisting the authentication. So I need to take a look on that. I need to take a look on the way that it created like all the hooks, all everything. So now it comes my part as, you know, a software engineer to evaluate the implementation, and then, okay, so let's try, for example, what I would do. Let's try to test without auth. Just the page of the, let me get it here again, page of the daily emotional feature, because it seems the problem is how the front end is handling the and let me so it will create the standalone page for the daily emotional, just so you guys to take a look and what was built, and after that I would go directly and instruct in a more direct way how to, you know, handle that and handle the authentication on Supabase. So yeah, guys, I will let it work here. I think just because of the sake of the time, we have like 15 minutes for networking to know better each other. I'll be here, but I'll wanna let you guys, you know, free to talk with each other and to eat something or drink something. I think.
Well, Danilo, I just visited your page here, Snowman Labs, right?
Yep.
It says here that talking about Windsurf, how to measure the ROI and productivity in Windsurf.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the
Perfect.
review, right?
Uh-huh.
The platform offers detailed dashboards for tracking productivity, usage, and real impact of AI on your team.
Yep.
Plus a robust analytics API to integrate with your existing data. Can you show a little bit about that?
Of course. I would love to do that. While AI is working there, let me show you the real stuff. So let me log in on my account here.
My question is because in order platform also needs to input how your process works without AI. Am I right or not?
For what? I'm sorry.
Because it says here that it helps to track productivity, uses the real impact of AI on your team.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, how is it possible to measure this without knowing how my team works prior to the platform?
It's impossible.
So you get my point, right?
So yeah, I got your point. It's impossible to know if you don't have any metrics prior to using AI. It's really difficult. That's why it's important, like for teams that are already using, they already have some metrics. For example, cycle time. They already have some type of metrics of productivity of their engineering teams.
So the platform allows you to input these metrics prior to the use of the AI.
No, actually, the platform don't input. We don't input any metrics in the platform to measure like how people are using. No, the platform itself has the measurements, and then we can get all of those measurements and put on a data lake, and in this data lake you can create your own dashboards, for understand. Of course, for example, I have like this cycle time from commit to deploy. This is my cycle time, right? I can create some inferences there using the data coming from Windsurf. Okay, so my cycle time now, because of that, 85% of my cycle time or my commits are created by AI, for example. I can know that because of the data that I get from Windsurf. For example, we have an entire squad, 16 users on this squad, and 99% of the code written on that squad, it's written by AI. It's written by Windsurf. So how can I know that? Windsurf has a matrix called PCW, percentage code written. It was something created by Windsurf where I can understand I know Windsurf knows all the code that are written, all the bytes that are written by the user, and all the bytes that are generated by AI. And by doing that, I know exactly on that specific code base how much of the code was AI and how much the code was like a human typing. Like in this squad, 1% of the code and the projects that are divided in this squad is written by them. The majority of the code are written by AI. So, and I can see all the tools that AI is calling here. I can see all of these metrics. But again, those metrics alone, they can guarantee that I'm having like a quality code going to production. I can guarantee that. I only can guarantee if I connect those metrics here with the metrics that I already have in place. For example, metrics that I can get from my Jira, from my GitHub, from my GitLab. When I combine those metrics, then I can see the real impact of AI in my projects. I don't know if you have any other questions around that.
It was only because of the word real impact. It's just the final part of your explanation. Okay.
Yeah, the real impact we can measure when we have all of those aspects combined, So, and we are very open about that. So we know that Windsurf alone won't give you, of course, we can give, your squad, 99% of your squad it's AI written code. We can tell that and see, like only this past month, almost 300,000 lines of code generated by AI. So We can show that AI is creating impact, but we don't know. Like we don't have like if this is impact is good or bad, because line of codes is line of codes. I don't know if those line of codes are in production. You know what I mean?
Because I think that as much you use AI, you change the focus from coding to requirement and validation.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
So I think that in general, we underestimate the real importance of validation. So
100%.
In this case, my question is, does your tool provide guidelines to validate its own code? It's kind of meta-knowledge.
That's, we don't have that just because you are in control of what is written in there. Remember what I said in the beginning? You can use like the vanilla version of Windsurf with no customization. It will produce whatever the model wants. That's why you need to bring your set of boundaries, your set of guardrails in order to produce quality, because you are the specialist that will create your quality control. You know, we don't have those type of things, because quality for my company is different for quality for, you know, all the other companies in there, because there are different ways to create quality. For example, I like this type of pattern. I like monolith. I don't like, for example, not that I do, right? I'm just using an example. I don't like microservices. To me, monolith is the future. Like there are other people that can disagree with me and will say, hey, your code is not good because, man, you were working with monolith. This is old fashioned. This is not the future, you know what I mean? So that's why we give the user, that's why we say human in the loop. You are responsible for creating your boundaries, to creating your guardrails, to the output that the models will generate will produce quality. It makes sense? So yeah. But it was a really good point. It was a really good point that you arose. That's good.
And despite that example from the unit test that you had, what else did you notice in productivity from your team? Like, did you measure that, or aren't using, for example, really?
Yes, we have a lot of different cases. For example, we have a case. We have Snowman Labs, and we have other businesses. And one of the businesses is a venture builder that we solve our own problems, and then we transform that in products that we put out there to other people to use. So we had a product that we validated using like no code. We were using like WeWeb and you know, all of those no code technologies. We validate that, and then we use Windsurf to build this start. Like once we validate it, we use Windsurf to build that startup. This is the startup. Let me show you guys. So zaplogger.com is like a plugin to, you know, save WhatsApp message and sync with the CRM. You know, the problem that we were facing, we have like a lot of like salespeople from our team with WhatsApp numbers, with business WhatsApp numbers that are talking to clients, that are talking to potential clients, and we don't know what they are talking. You know, because they are using WhatsApp Business in their own phone, and we don't know, right? So we wanted to have something that we could see what they are discussing with the clients, what they are offering. Are they like following, you know, our rules? Are they following the speech, our pitch, and so forth? and we created Zap Logger. So we kind of sync everything that they talk in WhatsApp on a platform, on a web, that the manager can see everything that it's been discussed in all the WhatsApp numbers. Let me show you here like a real example of that.
For example, how long do you guys take it and how many people?
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I would arrive in that point, that specific point. I was just giving more context, but just to you guys to see the platform, that is not like a simple platform with a logging form and that's it. So that's why I want to show you first the platform, and then I will go to your point and how long did it take. So this is the platform. We have this main dashboard. We have the messages here. I can select a WhatsApp number that is connected, and I can see everything that it's going on that specific. So I can see everything that is discussed in the WhatsApp number, and we have like summaries that we use AI to produce those summaries. So every day the AI produces summaries of all the conversations of that specific day for that number. So I can see, okay, so this day Marcelo informed that many demands in the moment, and suggested to talk in the future. Daniel from Zap Logger reached Renata to know if she uses WhatsApp as a sales tool. So I can see everything. I have like the reports. I have like administration, type of users, the access that the managers can have, like all the numbers. For example, you manage like a group of people. You can see only the numbers, the WhatsApp of that group of people. So you can do that. All of this, again, we validated first with no code, really fast. And then we built this with all the requirements set. We knew all the requirements. It took a weekend, like in one person to build this entire, a hackathon, exactly. So this is for new projects. For new projects like this, really fast. And again, you can speed up 10x, the time that it would take if you would develop this from scratch. For larger code bases, is different. You can have a really, really fast approach to that and start executing in large code bases. We have an example from a company that we are working with. They are like the one of the largest companies in the financial system in Brazil. And they were having, just one example, they were having a problem in production. They didn't know how to solve. It took like 3 days, a lot of engineers trying to solve an infrastructure problem. One of the guys that were participating in our training, he was like, okay, I'm not part of this team, but I know that they are facing this problem. Let me put this problem in Windsurf and see if Windsurf can solve. Man, in like 30 minutes, Windsurf found the problem and they solved what they were trying with a lot of engineers in 3 days. So those are the type of things, the type of use cases that we have. We have a lot of use cases, a lot of numbers. So we have over than 4,000 enterprise clients. So a lot of cases to showcase. But we don't have time now. So it's 10 already. It's 10 p.m. already. Let me see if the check-in page that we were building is done. Let me just go here. That's it. So this is the test mode. Let me get it here. I'm feeling anxious. Let me see if yes. It brought me like a specific, Bible verse about anxiety. So do not be anxious about anything. but in every situation, by prayers and petitions, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God will transcend all understanding, will guard your hearts. And that's it. So this is one of the features that we planning to build. I will just keep iterating after that. And just to finish here, I think, let me see. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of things that can be done with the platform. Today, the goal was more to give you guys just a glimpse of all the possibilities. And I hope you guys can use, and if you guys have any question, just reach out. And that's it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate that.
You can enjoy.
Perfect.
Also, with the first time here, we're going first to show the place here, the rooftop.
Yeah.
Valeu. Valeu demais. Vou botar uma musiquinha. Isso é. O lanche é teu. Vamos comer. Boa. Depois dá pra ter muito pintar ele.
A chave da API. Sim. Você joga a chave, cara, ele cria o projeto aqui, mas ele criou o projeto. Ele criou o esquema de dados, ele criou todos os dados da tabela. Cara, o MCP do Super 3 é mais insano. Mais insano. Chatbot ali. Eu uso um Windsurf para a estação de temperatura, umidade. Quero que você faça isso. Eu contexto para ele aqui, ó. E aí eu estava usar e eu produzi, ele fez IA. E eu começo a usar baseado nisso, nesse contexto, e gera um plano de projeto com as especificações. Aí eu estou fazendo nada, deixa eu documento tudo. Eu documento eu experimento o código, Do you live nearby? I don't know. Sim, não, para front, claro, já tem cursor ali. Hoje eu uso o cloud, né? E agora eu estou usando o cloud code também.
aí, ó, foi um treinamento e às vezes, por exemplo, fazia uso assim, o Claudio, ele dá umas classes lá, ele põe, por exemplo, num arquiteto, um monte de classe. Eu pego aquilo ali, colo no código e falar, põe aí, às vezes, com suporte, põe na pasta certa, se já existiu o arquivo, só adiciona esse método que não tem, ele vai lá e faz. Agora eu tô trabalhando no entusiasta. So, centro de informática, and specifically now, agora cognition tecnologias no estado. Cognition is trabalhando com o time da sistema penitenciário.
Yeah,
Ia trabalhar com o Detran.
They are kind of integrating, you know, we have this agent on Windsurf. So we're gonna be able to deploy some dabbing.
Comecei a estudar o web.
There is a project from
because and is it's really good as well.
The one which also provides
Não, a gente quer criar para aprender também. Quando tem que sair, a gente quer pegar, chamar uma empresa e botar em não é nem assim, não é nada urgente, mais para aprender. Tem um amigo que vai falar o design,
Yes, Eric is my
chatbot. É um outro nosso que tem chatbot. Isso aí, botar.
But I live in
para acelerar mais apply AI. Daí eu comecei a fazer FPS do lado, WordPress, que fazia qualquer das coisas. Não, online é uma versão paga. Eu catar o Windsurf também. Pode mandar no site deles. Pode jogar pelo celular, jogar para no relógio. Que nem o Eric, por exemplo. Ele mostrava pode usar no online. O modelo do barco, essa barca, essa pagar qual era o head do wing, qual era a posição da corrida. Cara, uma vez ele tem bastante real do barco, depende de como procurar ele. Você está decidindo por uma analista, você estava conhecendo ela botar no relógio mais. Olhar e as horas que ele estava acontecendo. Não, não foi questão de discussão, foi questão de usando áudio para captar completo para analista. Não sei se também pode ser a DPS de porque ele já usa a DPS. Então pode ser a DPS. Não é a é legal, eu trabalhei com uma vez ele fez uma vez esporte então eles são muito estabelecidos cara, eu queria que isso não tenha vai dar só que cada ponto os óculos é forte. Digamos que 10 prontos vai usar o que? Pista grande. Olha, eu acho que 500 é bastante. Vai ficar só por exemplo, utilizando mas daí, se quiser, por exemplo, mais crédito, a gente mais 150 créditos, mais 10. You definitely provide different compared to this one. Somebody who just yeah, the tools are daí a próxima é 100 dólares. Daí eu pensei que a de 100 dólares esses dois pesos vai. Eu pensei, cara, então vamos usar 5 pesos mais. Se eu usar o dobro, já tá bom. Foi isso que eu fiz. Eu fiz uma outra frente que eu faço. Só que o que eu faço? Eu fiz projeto e tal. Jogo todos os arquivos do Java lá. Depois a gente usa documentos corretos, ele usa esse simulador. Isso, e aí faz um prompt de daí os dois colocam. Tudo isso eu vou tirar isso, eu estou deixando no mundo, estourou o código, tem que esperar 5 horas, deixa meu código no código. Não, eles pedem tudo. Eu vou atualizando, né? Na verdade, agora eu estou fazendo só um protótipo de um sistema que era legado, que eles nem usam. Always actually. Yeah, they always put in different places. Cara, programar tipo assim, o cara sozinho faz de 3, 4, demoraria o dobro. O cara sozinho faz de 3, 4, demoraria mais do dobro. Nossa, cara, tudo de 2014. Mas pra mim é 5 cloud. Esse aqui não era a versão final. Pra programação 5 cloud. A versão final eu mostrar. Às vezes, esses dias eu usei o chat GPT e ele me ajudou também. Mas o cloud eu gostei dele. Acho que ele melhorou muito. Eu não usei ainda, mas o que eu gosto do cloud é que ele cria parte do lado. Ele cria muito bem as classes, eu só coloquei código. O cloud Monte também é mais dentro do terminal. Ele vai para a e daí aí acho que é mais para criar um negócio. Que nem o cursor, assim, eu não usei o cursor dessa. O código acho que é mais para o mais de uma variação de mas não para criar um sistema. Agora você eu acho que a ideia dele é boa. Tu pega a tua ideia, o MPB, a automático ali, joga no logo cria uma carcaça, tu pega e depois tu vai usando o cloud só para dar uma justificativa. Ou o próprio Windsurf, o Windsurf usa o código. Esse aqui foi o primeiro relógio do cloud. Tu usa Java? Sim. Por aqui não vai ser Java. Eu ia trabalhar no projeto de agora estou trabalhando com Angular. Eu, na época, aí pode vazar a informação. Hoje em dia o React consegue ler. Então tinha que desativar depois essa brincadeira aqui. Na época, sim. Sim, o Vue é o mais fácil. O Vue é o mais fácil, o intermediário, o próximo é o mais fácil. Que o ano é mas hoje em dia nós até encontrei com ele. O táxi hoje em dia vale a pena usar todo o e ele diz que é o melhor para ti aprender front, eles recomendam até essa single page application. Eles recomendam aprender mas a ideia é
meu relógio ficou legal pra caralho. Aí eu mandei pros caras da Volvo, né? Ficaram não pode mais. Se vocês quiserem, tá aqui de graça. É só publicar coisa que bota o pode usar, não tem problema. Isso pra mim, mas tá liberado.
Ele controla tudo, né?
Ele só pegava as informações do site deles e jogava no relógio. Não tinha nada. A informação deles, né? É o business deles. Mas enfim, cara, eu tenho isso uma hora eu vou achar que uma hora
pela foto tem uma
história. Mostrando certinho aqui, aí eu fiz pela base dos dedos, mostrando a angulação do barro. Eu vi meu filho para feira, oura,
são ele tem bolé, água, fábrica,
eu uso isso aqui desde
armação de terra, quinta do lago,
cara, eu não vi ele, mas estava lá. Aí também tá família cheia.
E falando tudo, eu acho que
quero migrar para a web mesmo. Blockchain.
Mas vamos mostrar isso aí todo. Todos os coisas na a saída, a chegada, a saída, a chegada.
Eu tinha uma namorada minha que ficava
o dia a dia da manutenção dos barcos.
É a melhor Lisboa. Lisboa dá mais.
Lá nos molhos, a gente sabe. Cara, 4 a 5. Eles estavam fim de semana.
Cara, essa é contada no voltar ao Brasil mais 6 meses em mas eu não dá de voltar. A história é uma coisa assim.
We didn't study ele me deu o PDF.
Você já tem um tempo de misturar um Android de código para digitar um pouquinho? Sim. Esse microfone tem essa tela aqui, vem configurando o ambiente que vai rodar. Aí, essa versão não funciona. Mas, quando eu usava, não sei. Eu gerava uma máquina de foto, gerava a máquina de foto. Só depois eu rodava.
Tem vários de chat aqui. A fonte vai rodar aqui. O bridge vai rodar aqui.
Não, vai lá. Se você fizer uma máquina virtual, você vai criar um Android para rodar no seu computador. Esse cara, essa máquina virtual do Android, você tem que ter instalado no subscription dele. Mas ele é uma máquina virtual. Você consegue acessar o Store, instalar nele. Então, ele é casado. E é alguma coisa lá dentro. Mas é uma coisa mais difícil. Ele é da mas eu acho que é isso. Mas é legal, cara. São alguns países da Europa na época eu alimentava inteligência artificial. Ninguém usava inteligência artificial. Busca ali. Ficava trabalhando para melhorar o algoritmo. Havia assim uma query. Daí essa aquela resposta satisfazendo o usuário. Por exemplo, vários tipos de tarefas. Eles estavam fazendo que hoje quem faz isso no Brás, LLM, é a Skill AI, que é a dona da Outlier e com medida para meta, depois ele uma empresa mais ou menos assim. Tem uma menina assim trabalhando não. Trabalhei mais geral, para Londres com uma bicha. E lá em Londres fiquei só 6 meses ali. Tentei ver o negócio de cidadania, porque eu não preciso só de espanhol. Mas é muito bom, mas eu tô pensando em Portugal, eu acho que tem um vídeo. Eu sei que são difíceis, mas e eu sei que na Espanha tem tudo. Eu sei, eu tô pensando na minha irmã. A minha irmã mora no Texas. Eu gosto aqui também. O cara quer sair daqui, mas também não quer. Ou Founder House aqui. Na real, eu trabalho com emprego, eu fico no lugar, vou viajando. Importante ter noção de tudo isso. Ele perguntou isso, cara. Só por exemplo, eu te mandei muito. Vou dar por aí. Valeu. Cara, eu tava pensando na cabeça e eu não consigo procurar isso. São Paulo,